On the inside, gotta keep the dream alive. Yeah, cause how the fuck we gon' get rich? Gotta get into the game, get out the bench. Know you tired of looking at us through the fence. Let go of your pride, get off the fence. Yeah, just to show you how we rockin'. We go for that win, call us rocket. Yeah, and they love how we vibin'. 365, now stay vibrant. Through the struggles and the pain. Stay vibrant. You gon' have some storms and some rain. Now stay vibrant. Now look at everything you overcame.
But yo, welcome to another episode of Stay Vibrant 365. Your boy Masugo por favor. Excuse my energy, y'all. I'm tired. I'm so damn tired. How y'all feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling lit.
True,
I
man.
feel like I've been off that gin. You feel me?
That boy say he off the yak, got a lot on his mind.
Yeah.
Sure, man. For myself, man, it's mixed emotions, man. You know, I'm tired, but I just can't afford to like lay it down right now, man. Got a lot on my mind, a lot on my plate. So it's like I can be tired, but I just got too much going on right now to rest. I'll rest when it's all over.
Yeah. And that's just where like literally the hiatus came in. And then it was like an extended hiatus because we was just like everybody been doing something, man. Side hustles, projects. Monte, I know you did some crazy things over summer with photography, quiz. I know you've been on like crazy trips and shit too, working too. So just fill the people in like on what y'all been working on, like your side projects, and drop your hashtags, y'all handles, and your business.
Oh yeah, I'm done. Yeah, man. I
Go
just
ahead,
been
AP.
working. I've been working on a whole lot of stuff. Last let me see. Last summer it was like album mode, so I was working on an album back then. Then after that, started working on another project with me and my homie. Y'all hear about that pretty soon. But I've been doing a whole lot of weddings. Couple fashion shows here and there. Then I had got a job with photography for the school districts, and that had me busy. They had me going back and forth from South Carolina, North Carolina all the time. So it was like, yeah, I was on the go, bro. On the go. I loved it though. It was fire. I loved it.
Yeah, man. So my way, just learning and adapting and growing in the industry that I'm in. Assuming more responsibility at work, like it's crazy. But it's cool too. So I'm gonna be off like the next like 2 weeks. I'm gonna be on checking emails and like stuff like that, but I'm gonna be off, like really not doing anything. And in the gym, bro, that's really it. That boy been in the dango gym trying to get swole, you feel me? But
Yeah,
also
your muscle. You started your head starting to match your muscles.
weak, whatever.
Still a little.
Bigger than you, boy.
Hey. I'm fit. It's the I go super saiyan on you. I go super saiyan on you real quick. I'm built like Gohan.
Built like that. I'm really
Sorry, let me correct myself. I'm built like Teen Gohan. Let me fix that.
weak.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'm built like, nigga.
But you built like Krillin.
All right.
Hey, he can fight too. Shit. Yeah. Let me playing that boy Krillin. Krillin throwing them hands, boy.
Krillin.
Wait, what
Nah,
going
bro,
on
like-
your way, fool?
So shoot for myself, like you said, man, you know, I'll try to get a getaway here and there, man, just to get out the city. Just to, live life, man, remind myself, like, this is what I'm working for. Like, this is why I'm working hard. Like you said, similar to yourself, I'm just trying to grow more into my position at my job. Like I said, I've only been in this position. It'll be a year next year. So I haven't been in the position that long. I've been with the company for a while now, but I haven't been in this position that long. And I gotta be honest, man, like I ain't never really confided in nobody too deep about my job. But man, when I first started that job or first started that position, that management position, bro, it was depressing. Like it put me in a depressive state. I think the worst part of the job is like having to fire somebody. I know people probably around the world like, shit, man, I gotta do what you gotta do. It's business. But you get to know the person. You get to know
when
the
you
people
build
outside the numbers, outside of the numbers, outside the metrics, just outside of the business, you really get to sit down, you talk to these people, they come to me about their kids, about their parents, things like that. So you really get to know them. So the worst thing you can do is separate from them, let them go.
Yeah.
And of course, they leave that up to me as a manager, as a team leader. They leave it up to me to be the one to, chop that block. So it was tough at first, but I'm starting to actually grow into it. It's almost like a birthday. You know, when you turn a certain age, you don't start feeling that age until you about to turn the very next age. Like for me, my birthday's coming up. I'm gonna be 30.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just
Damn.
I'm sorry.
to the point where I'm just getting to the point where I really feel 29. You know what I'm saying? So I'm old, but 30, what? Dirty.
You like, damn, I just got this 29 thing down. Fuck, I'm about to be 30.
About to be 30,
Okay,
dog.
30.
Whole new chapter. That's why I say, bro, a whole new chapter. Serious one too, bro. 30. Because now you gotta look and say, all right, I gotta put my 20s away, like the I was doing in the 20s. That dead. Like,
yeah, honestly.
And
that's what I really just that's what I wanted to hone in on, right? We catching up. If y'all look at the message I just sent y'all in the chat, it's one that we talked about doing as far as the topic. And it's from it's from an IG page called Recession Money and also Black Hustlers Club. And so basically it says from age 20 through 55, these are things that you got to keep in mind and that you should know, because we live in a world where we encounter so many diverse individuals, but we encounter people that are really like still high school minded. Like some people never got out of that, bro. Like think about it. We've been out of school for almost 10 years, bro. Like high school. And some people who are like 55 still got that mentality of like a 16-year-old. They weren't able to.
Factual, boy. Factual.
And so I said, like, feel free, like I sent it to y'all in the chat, but I'm gonna just start with some of the things that we need to know, right, in our day-to-day lives that should hopefully, relieve stress. Because again, and help us balance too. Relieve stress and help us balance our daily lives, right? Because we were all caught up in a place of, and it's okay because that happens. You have seasons where things happen. From spring, I would say early spring all the way to late summer, we had a stretch where that was a season for us to do what we needed to do for season one. And as much as we wanted to like get together, every single time we tried, we encountered obstacles like tech issues, like to where we recorded some crazy good episodes. And
Crazy was good. That episode was fire,
man. No audio,
bruh. We talked for like a solid like hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. Had people in the background comment, and like the setting was nice. Had the scrap.
Oh, you remember that was the one time. You remember the other time, the other obstacle got on AP cameras weren't charged. Oh, like he charged them, but they died so damn fast.
It only recorded like 30 minutes, like so.
And we
30
were
minutes
still talking, and we didn't even realize it. And we didn't even realize we were still talking, and that not recorded.
Yeah,
that was a fire episode. That, you know what I'm saying.
And also, like, just playing around with different software, playing around with different modes for us to get the message to the people. Some things worked, some things didn't. We pretty much found like what's gonna work, and then we can sharpen it like as we go. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So back to the topic, right? This is some free game for y'all. And I say y'all being the audience, right? These are things that we should know between the ages of 20 to 55, right? That's a 30-year gap. So you need to take care of your body. Remember, health is another form of wealth. And normalize walking some paths alone, because some goals are just personal goals. How y'all feel about like those two being the very first two things on the list, like number one and number two?
Yeah, most definitely. So, like you said, health as well for sure. With me having sickle cell and everything, so I have to take close look at certain things that I do and how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get into something and I just keep going and I keep going. I gotta pace myself. But it comes with age as well. And walking alone, with some of the stuff that you love or you trying to pursue, you gotta walk that thing alone because people don't see the same vision that you see at the end of the day. So you gotta bring that vision to whatever type. You gotta bring it to you gotta bring it to life. You gotta bring it to life for yourself because ain't nobody else gonna see it. You gotta go. You gotta do that.
Yeah, no, definitely agree. Quez, what you think about those like two being the first two statements?
So definitely 1,000% agree with you guys on the health is wealth. Just speaking just outside the AP situation. I'm currently reading this book. Not gonna say no names because we don't do free promo out here. So really good book though. The guy's well known. He's famous. Like if I said the name, you'd know him.
Kevin Samuels.
So what?
Kevin Samuels.
Nah, I ain't even know that nigga made books. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watch videos. I ain't know if he made a book, I wouldn't know. But his videos, they was good too. So it's like, but nah, this guy, he well known. I wouldn't even say well known for writing books, but he's well known for other things. In his book, he was talking about how at a certain point in his life, something just told him, you know what, like I got to start taking care of myself physically, mentally and all that. So of course, going back to the physical, that means going to the doctors and everything. Well, when he went to the doctor for the first time in forever, he found out he was in the early stages of thyroid cancer and was able to prevent it, get it removed.
I know you're talking
about. It's like, that's why I ain't name no names, because a lot of people have a similar story. A lot of men, black men especially, have a similar story of going to the doctor last minute and damn near preventing some life-changing or life-threatening things. We all got that story, or we all may have that story when we get older if we don't stop playing around.
Like we be about to die before we go to the doctor.
Man, gotta stop doing that, man.
Right. Health is wealth. Definitely go. And it's not, a lot of people are uncomfortable with their doctors. One of the things I found is like, tell them people what you really want. So for me, my doctor, I told, like when I was signing up for my health care, I was like, I want a black male doctor that's in the vicinity and he's in my network. I don't like, that's not like racial bias or anything like that. No, this is a black man that went to school. Like he understands the anatomy. He can relate. So, sir, you being a black doctor, there are going to be things that you advocate for. What are you advocating? What are you suggesting I do? Why am I going to go to a white doctor, an Indian doctor, to ask them for advice for anatomy that they might understand, but they're not in tune with?
They'll generalize it.
Yeah. And I had that happen with two doctors. I would walk in, like it was like a transaction. Bro really sat me down and like really
And it's like, I ain't even trying to be funny when I say this. When it comes to us and doctors, black people as a whole, male and female, you unfortunately, I ain't even gonna say unfortunately, you just can't generalize us. Again, not trying to say this to be funny or gloat. Black people, we're an anomaly. We're different than other people. We're different. Like that was like literally the whole purpose. That's why they did some things to us back then that we're not gonna speak on, to make themselves look younger or to make them, just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're different. Even they saw it. We're an anomaly. So when it comes to our like physical health and our internal physical health, outside and inside, it's like you have to treat that very differently. We were built different, partially because we were put on a different path from day one. Like, I mean, right. Your upbringing, your past is always shape who you are as a person. And then you got to think, bro, genetics.
Yeah, genetics.
Our ancestors dealt with some crazy stuff. Think about what their immune systems got used to, and they passed that along generation after generation. That's why it do take a lot for a black person to get sick. Like, even if you have like, even if you have something like what AP got, like, yeah, when it hits hard, but is it safe to say AP, they starting to get like a little bit more further apart? Or is it kind of still?
Is it more based on activity?
I was gonna say that too, activity as well. That plays a big role.
Well, it's more like the doctors now. They know more now, about it. Like it's kind of like it was in the background for a long time. Now it's like oh yeah, this is serious, because
Mhm.
they seeing a lot more people have it, and plus a lot of people's being coming out biracial. So it's a
Right.
lot of it ain't just a black person disease like
Yeah.
they always thought it was.
Yeah.
Now it's common. It's
Mhm.
common now. So they had to know more about it and learn more about it and treat it because it's becoming a commonality.
Mhm.
Max.
Of course, how you feel about like some paths, like is it better to walk the path alone or walk the path like with a support system? I'm gonna throw that curveball in there.
So,
I think
bro, immediate.
repeat that question though, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the question, bro?
So the statement says normalize walking some paths alone because goals are personal. Is it better to walk the path alone or is it better to walk the path with a support system?
Man, that's a good question, bro. So like, immediately, bro, like my mind just goes to, like all my favorite animes, and like it's either like a lone wolf, it's like that one guy, Afro Samurai, Yasuke. Like you always got that one dude that just you know what I'm saying? He gonna do the
By
damn thing,
himself, right?
right? And then you got a squad, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. But also when you look at shows like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z,
They have
Naruto and Goku, they walk some paths alone, bro, because you just have to. Some paths are meant to be walked alone, and then some paths it's cool to have that crew.
Okay.
Even bro, I'm gonna hit you with a curveball. Since you hit me with a curveball, I'm gonna hit you with a curveball. You ready?
Dang, reverse Uno.
You ready?
All right,
Bro,
what's up?
Wizard of Oz. Her whole purpose was to get the back home. Period. I
And
don't
some
know,
niggas just came up and
all the
decided they
bullshit
wanted to
happened
go
in
with it.
between all that. Oh yeah, all the bullshit happened
Oh,
between all that. But she wanted to get home. So she had a solo purpose, she had an individual purpose, but she met a squad along the way that also had their own little, goals, purposes, and things. But
Yeah.
without them, you gotta think about it, bro. Wizard of Oz was really meant to be dark. They just made it all fluffy and comical. Without them, bro, you think that white girl would survive that? Of course it would.
It's good.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
good.
they're clicking buttons over there, nigga.
By
Right,
accident,
man. Look, he think he a DJ. He over there doing the stop and go.
I'm low key trying to get into it, but yeah, no, I agree. There are certain points. It's recognized. It's not whether it's better to walk alone or walk with the support group. It's better to recognize when it's time to walk
Facts.
alone and when it's time to walk with the support group. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you need help. But at the same time, like, it's your dream, it's your goal, it's your vision. You got to do what you need to do to make it happen. So
Big fact.
that's just how you handle it. It's just recognizing those things. The next two on that list says number 3 for people who are 20 to 55. This is something you need to know. Number 3, don't waste your energy giving into fear. Use your energy to believe, learn, create, and grow. So that definitely ties into the last piece there. Number 2. And then number 4 says, if you want to be happy, always have zero expectations of others. And that one's kind of tough. Like number 3, don't waste your energy giving into fear. Like, okay, we're human, you can be scared, you can be shy, you can be nervous, but
But overcome it.
yeah,
As humans, as a whole,
yeah,
regardless of your race, creed, background, we are different. We are meant to push some limits. God built us to be that way. You're built to push some limits. Some limits are meant to be pushed. It's been done before. Yeah, that second one, bro, I can't even agree with that. If I don't got no expectations,
yeah,
I can't. If I don't expect nothing out of you, I mean, yeah, it's safe to say I'm gonna be happy, but bro, that's not a good life to live.
So,
That's a
but
lonely life.
in what aspect are we talking though? Are
Every
we talking
aspect,
like
every aspect, bro. Like if you don't have any expectations in nobody, that's every aspect. That means nobody, your family, your friends, your relationships. That's every aspect.
but like expected, unexpected, because you can't put nothing past nobody. Like think about how many people
True.
out there have friends and family that have literally them over. True story. My homegirl literally just told me today how her best friend of 10 years just totaled her car. She's trying to be a good friend, right? Let her friend drive her car. So, drop me off at work. You can have my car for the day. This motherfucker
for the day.
Yo, head-on collision with her in the car. Like, I guess he's going to pick her up, whatever, woo, woo, woo. Head-on collision, and now he's acting like he doesn't want to pay.
Oh nah, nigga, you going to jail. You're going to jail.
He went straight to
expectation.
He went straight to jail. Like, you going to jail. Damn.
My thing with expectation is, again, you can't put nothing past nobody. But if I don't expect anything from you, from you or for you, like how can I be upset when things don't go the way that I expected? Right? You can't.
Yeah.
Like I expect people to be themselves.
I take that going into like relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With my family and everything, you know, that's gonna be kind of hard. But I like somebody going into like a relationship with a shawty or something like that. I'm not gonna be expecting too much because, you know, I done got dead dirty in the past before. So
like
I'm
they
like,
scandalous out here. You're like, hey, bro.
That's true.
I don't care who you are. People be lying, bro. People be lying. I don't put it past people.
So is it safe to say have expectations, but set them as well? Because that's the only way you can.
So
I think you're getting boundaries and expectations like kind of mixed. So boundaries.
No. You was a grown ass individual. I'd be damned if I don't got no expectations. If you is 30, you said 20 to 55. I'd be damned if I'm gonna have you out here acting like a kid. Yes, I expect you to be an adult.
Some people get stuck. Okay, so check this. People
some boundaries. Be an adult. Some boundaries.
Bro. People can be socially mature. People can be mentally mature. People can be financially mature. But then when it comes to spiritually, right, they're immature. Or like any of those other facets. So you can be mature in some facets of your life and very immature in others. Exactly.
That's true, because I'm gonna tell you right now. So I'm a baby with money, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Baby with money,
somebody
bro.
who's 30, I would expect you to know how to pay your bills. I would expect you to know how to wrap that up if you don't want kids. I would expect you to do these things. And yet, we got people out here, like, no, seriously, like, we got people out here that, like, again, I don't want to keep using that example. My homegirl literally is ass out. She has not had a job in the last 3 months. I'm like, where are you getting money from? Shaking ass, like, what are we doing? Like, what's going on over there? That's none of my business.
No, I ain't got no more water.
Bro, I ain't even gonna cap, bro. Like, I know some people like that right now. I'm like where you get this from? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't ask no questions, man. Look,
that's the thing.
I don't ask no questions.
I really know you.
I don't ask no questions because
I
don't ask no questions because I know the game. Because, like, come on, like, again, we talking about the age group of 20 to 55.
Right.
If you don't have no job, but you got a steady income, you got a steady income coming in. Yeah. It's coming from one or two places. It's coming from your parents, or it's coming from a guy, or if you're a guy, it's coming from a girl. It's coming from the opposite sex. That's the reality.
Yeah.
You can't make nothing else up to me. Your friends ain't looking out for you like that. They got their own problems. You wouldn't even ask your friends to do some shit like that for you. Because you wouldn't want them to ask you, you know what I mean?
Unless,
bro, I would never fix my lips to ask you niggas to let me borrow $500, bro.
Why?
Never. Like, never, bro. Like,
so no. So that's just like, I was saying, like, financially, like, responsibility and expectations, right? So the expectation would be like somebody to support you when you're supposed to be supporting yourself. Like, now, if you fall on hard times or like that, that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
That ties back in, like I said, to number 2, normalize walking some paths alone, but knowing when you need a support system, you need a support system.
You gotta have the support system.
That's fine.
But you gotta make sure your support system valid, bro. That's why I'm saying it leads into having expectations. If you're a part of my support system, you damn right I'm gonna have expectations. It's unrealistic of me to say you're my support and not have expectations. Like, if I do ask you for $500, I expect for you to not, like, run off and tell that shit to the world. Yeah. Partially because you know I'm gonna pay you back. So it's not like on some, oh yeah, I had to get a nigga $500. He tripping. It's like, it's a business. If anything, it's a business move. It's an investment. It's like, I know my nigga gonna give me the money back. And I know I said I would never like fix my lips to ask y'all for $500. Crazy thing is, bro, I would give y'all $500. That's my problem. Like I never ask somebody for help, but I help people, bro. That's my problem.
Yeah, but that comes along with being a man too. You know what I'm saying? Like we really
I ask my family for help. Let me. I ask my family for help.
Oh, this is different.
True.
That's different. Yeah.
So when it comes to expectations can be placed upon many different facets, many different relationships, and social and literally genetic stereotypes. As a man, you're expected to what? Protect, provide, profess.
Expectations.
What? Right. Those are expectations, right?
Expectations.
So it says if you want to be happy, have zero expectations. The reason why it's saying have zero expectations is because when things don't go as planned, like I guess it kind of softens the blow, right? Like you're not in a place of damn, I don't know what to do. It's damn, I didn't expect this of you. Let me figure it out on my own. That's how I'm taking it. But I can see your point. I can see your point, definitely. Like I expect my sister to be there if I need her to be. I expect, if I call, y'all niggas gonna reach back out. Like that's just what it is. Like
one day.
But I mean, it's like, I don't know, there's another saying. It says you either be happy or you be right. You can't be both. And there was more like marriage talk or relationship talk. And it's like, damn, he ain't lying.
Wow, that's tough. So
it's
you can't be so
either
you
be right or you can't be both. Unless your girl just down like that, unless she down to earth, like where she gonna see it from your side and be like, you know what, babe, you right. Like I am like, you either gonna be right or you gonna be happy, bro. You cannot be both. If you are both, you got a real one for sure.
Like what you saying with your girl, right?
Say what?
You saying with your girl, right?
What? I stay by myself, man.
I ain't talking about I'm talking about like Shawty you talking to, man. That's what I'm talking about.
No, bro, I stay by myself, bro. I've always stayed by myself, bro.
Not you, nigga.
You talking about but I was the last one that talked, bro. That's why I'm over here like
he's looking around the room.
I'm over here like look, he had me thinking like, do I? Like,
he was like, who do you see? Who do you see in this month?
Right, I'm looking down at Stormy like, Stormy, do we?
Is somebody else in here right now? What the fuck is going on? So moving on to number 5 and 6, and I think we'll be able to finish 5 and 6. So tell no one about your plans. Level up in private, and also you won't be young forever. Do what makes you happy every day. I do agree with that. Some like you don't have to tell everybody every single fucking move. Like some like you got to keep under wraps. You just got to pop out, right? Again, that goes back to, walking that path with a solid support system. You're going to want, their advice, their feedback, their opinion. That's just my thoughts on that. Number 6, you won't be young forever. Do what makes you happy every day. I'm a firm believer in that. I could be having like a really bad day and I'm going to do some shit that's impulsive. And it's like, damn, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it's like, it, because none of this shit matter no way, bro. Like we're not gonna be here forever. So
we die. Yeah, that's how I'm starting to look at things too, man. Because I would say I have a lot of fear sometimes, especially because of having sick cells. Sometimes I be doubting myself. I doubt myself. Like if I do this, what if this happened? Or if I leave, what if this happened? What if this happened? You know what I'm saying? Like a trigger fit. I be doubting myself. But at the same time, I'm just like, what if it do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if? So, like, just keep going. Do it.
Just pick and choose the fun stuff you want to do, bro. But like, at the end of the day, bro, it's like, we got them fears, but you got to have just a little bit more. They have that fear, but that got to outweigh it, so you can go do the things you want to do. Like, bro, next year. That's what I'm saying. Next year, bro, I'm gonna hop on a plane. Like, I'm gonna hop on a plane for the first time in 30 years, bro.
I'm jumping out.
I ain't skydiving, bro. Dead. I ain't skydiving unless I got to. Bro, I promise you, I'll fight for that parachute. Because, for some reason, bro, commercial planes don't got parachutes. But I know they got parachutes. So
they don't have parachutes?
Right. Commercial planes don't got parachutes, bro.
Not because it's too the door.
Too many people. That's too many people
the door is too heavy from the pressure of the movement of the plane. So you can't open the door.
Yeah,
the commercial plane. All right.
Parachute, what you mean? I do what I want. I got the pencils.
You can try, motherfucker. Like that,
I'm going right into that jet engine. I know. Bro,
right.
I'm going right into that jet.
Even if you were able to get it open, like
boy, nah, you ain't getting no. Nah, you ain't getting
me and that door
just out. Like that's crazy.
That door gonna be Parmesan cheese, bro. Over with.
And then, I mean, so those two, I definitely agree with, man. Like,
Facts.
Like you said, you're not gonna be young forever. Like, who would have thought wake up one day and then tomorrow you're 30?
Damn. I'm sorry.
Like, what? Whoa, wait a minute. I'm not ready. I was just playing PlayStation. I'm not ready.
Still gonna be playing it.
I'm not ready.
Still gonna be playing it.
I don't know what I'm expecting to change. But I'm just like 30-year-olds back then were different, bro.
They were.
But
we live in a time where it's different. It's so weird.
Times are different.
But is that better or worse?
No, it's worse because it's weird.
It's a mix of both. It's a mix of both, bro. We're a decent generation, bro. We're gonna be a decent 30. Now that 30 under us,
they don't give a about nothing. But you know what's crazy? We say that now about them, and that's exactly what
how we were about.
Yeah. True. That's how we were when we was kids. But I don't know, bro. I guess because times were more simple, the trouble we got in made sense. And then the trouble our parents got in made even more sense. And then so on and so forth. It made more sense the older times were. The trouble they get in now, bro, is very complicated.
Yeah.
What you mean? Like, what type of trouble they get in that's complicated?
Like,
bro, you don't be seeing them pranks on Facebook? Like, they going in the hood, be doing wild stuff. Like, don't nobody do stuff like that. We weren't doing stuff like that. A prank to us was knocking on somebody's door and running the fuck off. That was it. That was as gangsta as, bro. That was as gangsta as it got for us. Pew, gone.
Yeah. Like, it's like these kids don't have the social. I would say, going back to social awareness, they don't have the social awareness to realize what you're doing is bothersome, and you could possibly get knocked the fuck out if not shot.
Big fat,
playing with the wrong one.
You was right.
And now everything's so sensitized too. It's so sensitive. You can't say anything. You can't do anything. Everybody has to have an opinion. It has to be accepted. Yeah, it's fucking weird out here. Like, what happened to the days when had morals and values? What happened to the days where, you know what I'm saying, if we had an issue, we would talk, we would set a time and a place to go fight.
Then after that, it's all good. After that, you got to win
across the street at the flagpole. And even the fighting spots, again, more simple the older times were. Meet me at the flagpole. Meet me across the street. Meet me at the neighborhood block. Like, let's let the neighborhood see us fight. Now it just be like, meet me any the where, bro. Like, what?
Today I got time, cuz.
Like, niggas be like, meet me at the mall. Like, I don't want to get no trespassing at the mall. I like the mall. I like to shop there. Can we fight anywhere else but there? That's weird.
First.
I'm not trying to get kicked out the mall, bro. I like shopping at the mall.
They pulling out guns, shooting right then and there. Ain't even no meat nowhere. It's just
right. It just be like that. That fire. That fire.
That's why you got to keep it on you. Keep it on you.
Yep.
Unfortunately, sad, bro. Unfortunately.
I was about to say, y'all, we halfway through this. We got 4 more slides. And
let's get it.
Welcome back to part 2 of the things you should be knowing and the things you should be doing by the ages of 20 to 55. These are just some things that we found again off of a list just on the Instagram post of a page that we rock with. You know what I'm saying? Recession money and black hustlers. Of course, we some black hustlers out here going getting that bag. And you always got to be aware of your finances. So definitely at Recession Money, at Black Hustlers Club. Make sure y'all go with them. Number 7 on the list is be mature enough to control your emotions, learn to react less. And number 8 is free yourself from society's advice. Most of them have no idea what's going on. Most of them have no idea what they're doing. I agree with that.
Both big facts. Emotional awareness is important. Emotional intelligence is important. Be aware of your emotions. Learn when to react. Learn how to react.
That's tough.
and learn if reacting is even the right thing to do. So you got the learning when to, learning how to, hell, even learning where. Because you don't want to you don't want to create a scene in public. So you definitely want to, when we get back home, we'll handle it then. Or it's like when I get back to my car, I'll just call them on the phone. Like I ain't even gonna do them like that. I just call them on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then of course the if it even is worth reacting. So emotional intelligence definitely is important, and it's all hard. Controlling is super hard. Definitely don't
practice.
I say practice. Yes, practice and experience. Mainly experience. You can practice all you want, but
I would say too, with being black, you need to learn that from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? They already got a label on you. They already looking at you some type of way.
That
so
stigma
you need
of being
to
angry all the
to
time.
move.
Right.
Yeah. The stigma of being angry all the time.
Out here.
Yeah, no, agreed. So definitely got to learn how to control your emotions and react less. Let time process, because really, like after you had time to analyze whatever it is that you're thinking about, like, you know what I'm saying, like it really don't be as big as you think it is, and then free yourself from the society's advice. Most of them have no idea what they're doing. So yeah, I believe that. Like we all are big ass kids. Like we trying to figure it out on a daily basis. We can do research, we can read, we can implement. It's trial and error until you get that shit right. Like that's literally it. Numbers 9, or did y'all have anything else on those two?
For me, I just piggybacking off what you said, man. Like society as a whole, because like you said, society. I'm not singling out any particular groups, any particular anything. Mm-hmm. We're just talking about the ages of 20 to 55. Let's let that be society. Matter of fact, that's the group I'm talking about. The world, everybody in the world that's from 20 to 55. So that's still a lot of people.
Yeah.
Hell no, they don't know what they're talking about. Why would I listen to them? As a whole, why would I listen to them?
Agreed.
So that's pretty much all I got to say about that one. Yeah, society's still trying to navigate.
And so I'm gonna take that even further. I'm gonna piggyback off of that. So in the office I work in, right, I'm actually one of the youngest people, if not the youngest person on my team. Like it goes me, 29, about to be 30. The next person is like 40, and then everybody else is like 55 and up. And it's very immature. You would be surprised. She's acting like a mean girl today. I'm like, you're 50. Who the talks like that? Why are you talking like that? Why are you talking about your coworker? What the is going on? Is this not a professional environment?
Hey, that's what I'm getting either, bro. Like, people actually be trying to become friends with their coworkers. I understand that you see them all the time. That's cool and everything. We ain't gotta be friends. You ain't gotta know nothing about my lifestyle after here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
being cordial gets you far. Being friendly can get you caught up. But I say being cordial gets you far. Being friendly can get you caught up. You do have to have a lot of trust in a coworker to give them that side of you for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can't just go out with all your coworkers. No, that's a nah. Nah, you can't.
Now you be in HR real quick.
What, bro? Listen, you at work, your wheels are flat. She bust the windows out your car. Are you trying to figure out what the fuck happened? Yeah, no. Can't.
That's horrible.
But it's crazy.
It's a horrible lifestyle to live.
In the same sense, you have to play the corporate politics game, right? Like to move up the corporate ladder. Like I'm not going brown nose, but I'm definitely going to pull up to the function to make my manager look good. I'm definitely going to have conversations with his higher ups about some of the things that are bothering our team. And he's like, oh, you pay attention. Damn. Oh, you're having an articulate conversation, or you're having a very intelligent conversation with my higher ups. Oh, you made them scratch their head. They're asking about you now. That makes you look good, because when it is time for that promotion or that next step, damn, I'm gonna consider you because you're doing what you're supposed to, et cetera, et cetera. But nah, getting to know people, like you said, knowing who you can do what with. Like my supervisor, cool as hell. Like I know I can talk to him about because we've talked about it. But which he's only actually like 4 years older than me, so he's like 33, 34. But our manager, who is like 57, we can't like talk like that around him. He gets really uncomfortable. And here's the plot twist: the 57-year-old manager is a black man. My supervisor, cool frat boy, white boy, 33. He loves his college days. He still talks about them. It's like, damn, yeah, I remember those days. He's like, yeah. So he's cool, but then my manager isn't. So it's like, got to read the room and got to be able to decipher who you can share what with.
Yeah. And don't share too much too quick.
Yeah, no, definitely can't. Definitely can't.
Cause a lot of, I ain't gonna cap, a lot of people they'll open up to you real fast. And I'm like, wait a minute, why you here telling me all this bull crap?
What do you mean by
Who
that?
sent you?
It's a little too quick.
Right.
Gotta hit him with the pinky. Who sent you?
Yeah, fact.
It definitely took some time too, because they will tell, like, he was like, Jay, he's like, I thought you were like really like stuck up when you got here. I was like, nope, I was just coming to work. I wasn't trying to be no friends. He's like, but now we've gone out. We've had a couple beers. We've been able to talk about life outside of work. I've gotten to know you outside of work. You know my work ethic on top of outside of work, so it's easier for us to build that. Like, he shot me a message today at maybe 3 o'clock, something he needed done by like 4:30. You send it to me because you know I can get it done. Easy.
Yeah.
Just knowing those type of things. Moving on to numbers 9 and 10. We got, don't try to change anyone, change the way you deal with them. That one's very important. And also, your circle is supposed to be proud of you and not jealous. Don't try to change anyone, change the way you deal with them. That's very important, because you can want it. It comes from a place of, I would say, selfishness. Like, we have this idea of people and who they're
Who a
supposed to
person,
be.
who a person can be.
So that goes back to expectations.
Yeah. True.
But it depends on how you delivering it. You can have expectations in someone. You can expect someone to be a better version of themselves. You have to get it off your chest the right way, though. Constructive opportunity. We don't even at where I work at, we don't even call it constructive criticism anymore, because it's still criticism. We call it opportunity. Opportunity to me means time and space. You have the time and the space to get this right. No one's ever told you what you're doing is wrong, or no one's ever told you what you're doing is sexist or harassment, or like whatever characteristics you've developed where you feel comfortable doing, no one's told you it was wrong. So instead of coming at you sideways, I'm not going to necessarily step away from you or, change how I deal with you. I am going to give you some suggestions first. I am going to quote unquote try to change you, because my nigga, you need to change if you acting like this. And if ain't nobody told you yet, everybody's going to always give that person that same treatment. Everybody's always going to go around that person or step back. Never going to change. And that's how supervillains are born, man. No, everybody avoid the supervillain at an early age, man. So it's like he or she gets that treatment their whole life. So, you know what I mean? They get used to that. Everybody, like, as soon as I show people something, they just, they just run away. So it's like, But, you got to have that one person that's telling you, hey, man, what you're doing is kind of messed up. I suggest making a change. And if they don't want to change, now you change how you deal with them. But I mean, if you care about them, you owe it to them to have expectations. If I care about you, the expectations ain't even about me. It's about you. I have expectations in you that you should really have in yourself. You should worry if I don't have expectations in you. Literally, like, if I don't expect nothing from you, you don't have to be worried. But if you like me, or if you want to be involved with me or something, be worried. Like, because I have no expectations of you. I don't expect you to stick around long. I don't expect for you to be a shoulder I can cry on, or be somebody I can tell a secret to, or just tell anything to. I have zero expectations of you. So the expectations ain't for me. They're for you. Like, if you want to be in my life, I got expectations in you. Period.
That's a two-way street.
And you should have expectations in me as well.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm comfortable with that. Like, look, Capricorns, man, we're going to step up to the challenge. Like, you know what I'm saying? We like, what's up? What kind of person do you need me to be? And I'll let you know if I can do that or if I can handle that. If it's in my realm, I'm going to step up to the challenge every single time. If it's in my realm and it makes you comfortable and I like you, then I'm going to meet your expectations. But if I don't have any expectations in you, I honestly don't expect you to have any in me. Like, I don't want you to waste that energy. I don't want it to be a one-way street. Like you said, it has to be a two-way street.
Yeah.
That's law. Expectations have to be two ways, because if you're the only one that's having expectations, that's where that's where we've been messing up at. And that's why exactly. And that's why everybody feels like, oh, don't have expectations, you'll be happy. No, you won't. It don't work like that, because you're always going to have expectations. You have expectations in your mom, you have expectations in your dad, your grandma, your granddad, your auntie.
So you can have those expectations, but then what do you do when that person doesn't meet those expectations? What do you do then?
You give them, you treat it like I said about 2-3 minutes ago. You give them suggestions, and if they don't meet the suggestions, or if they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, follow your suggestions, then you change how you deal with that person. You quote unquote love them from a distance. That's how the saying "love them from a distance" came about. You ain't got to stop loving them. You just change how you love them.
Right.
Yeah, I leave it alone. I leave it alone.
What do you mean? You say you leave them alone or it alone situation?
I just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
Leave it alone.
Okay.
I guess it's levels.
Agree to disagree.
You said what?
Like agree to disagree.
And I just leave it alone. Just like, hey,
he say, I'm still gonna disagree. I just don't say nothing out loud. He say, I still don't agree with it. I just don't say that no more. I feel that. I mean, I feel that, because you stress yourself out more if they don't meet it and you keep telling them, yo, you do, you know what I'm saying? It stress you out.
No, that's definitely deep. And then the second part, your circle is supposed to be proud, not jealous. That's number 10.
1,000%.
Like, y'all already know, every single time, like, we would try to link, and I'm just using this as an example because this is real. Like, when we would try to link, when something wouldn't go right, or when you had your other projects or your work or whatever going on, like, whatever's going on in your life, understand, like, it comes from a place of pride, especially, like, knowing where we come from. Where we come from, a lot of people didn't make it out the city. Like, let's be real.
Right.
Like, so why I'm not somebody, I've never been one to look at what a friend like has or doesn't have and be like, I'm better than, or oh, I'm jealous. No. I want you to be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And if I can support you in any way, like, I'm going to try to help as best I can. Like, that's just it. So definitely proud of y'all boys. Your circle's supposed to be proud and not jealous.
Facts. I mean, yeah, piggybacking off that, amongst like a lot of the other like local artists and things back home in Anderson and just Anderson County, and you know, some even in Greenville, because I know some out here now. But I can't tell you how many people I shared your to, AP. Where everybody I saw, I was like, oh yeah, this is my homeboy right here. Yeah, y'all need to listen to this real quick. Oh, you got an iPhone? I just send it to you. You can listen to it in your spare time. Share it out that thing. And then other local artists, a lot of other local artists back home that I listen to as well. I try to put as many people on to them as I can. I'm an Apple Music guy. I know they on Spotify, but I be like, y'all come to Apple Music. And some of them on Apple Music, so shout out to them. But I'm trying to get all y'all on that Apple Music. I can't go back to Spotify, bro. It's something about Apple Music, bro. It's just something about it. It's just something about it.
Well, if you got an iPhone, yeah.
It's true, but I'm still paying for it. It ain't like it's free.
Yeah, it's $10.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
you're right.
But
you're right.
It's just something about it, though. But yeah, man. And then when it comes to the show,
proud.
I literally lead it off with.
I'm ready to step it up.
Yeah, anytime somebody asks me about the show, like I make it a point to say two things. I say a show that I'm a part of. I never call it my show. And then I make it a point to let people know that, you know, Jay started this thing, and then, you know, he asked us to kind of come along for the ride. And, you know, that's just what started this thing, and that's what ignited it. So I make it 2 points to make sure I point those two things out to let y'all know that I'm proud of y'all as individuals, because Jay was doing this thing by himself for a minute.
Yep.
And then you've been doing the music thing for a minute. So that's where it's at for me.
For me, it's always been we, never like me. Like, because again, this would not, in my opinion, like, nah. Like, I'm looking at all the episodes like right now, like from last season. Like, I literally got it. I'm gonna screen share like real quick. Like, I really do have it like pulled up. I look at everything like that we accomplished, and I'm just like, yo, like, and this ain't even all of it. If I'm gonna be real, this is just like some of the episodes that I had to put on like the flash drive. But I'm just like, yo, we really did a lot. Like we talked about a lot. We impacted a lot of people's lives. Like I'm proud.
Heck yeah, man. That's why I say going into this season 2 strong. We kind of hit them with a little bit of that Netflix. Like we told y'all season 2 coming soon. Never gave y'all a date. Hit y'all with that Netflix. Hit y'all with that Netflix coming soon.
You really can't, though, for real.
Ricky Bobby.
Right. Hit him with the Netflix. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it was worth the wait for you guys. Like I said, I know it's been a while. We trying to be, you know, a little bit more active on social media with you guys, trying to engage with you guys a little bit more. Again, if you ever see some crazy stuff pop up on the show's page, like a crazy question or anything, you know what I'm saying? Definitely give us your feedback, you know, make us better. That's the only way we're going to get better is from you guys. Constructive opportunity. Let us know. All right, y'all need to do this better. We already know
let's
we
do
need to get
do
live.
a vote too. Let's do a
Facts, just a
poll.
vote. Well, most of them already want us to get live, bro. You know, a lot of them are okay
Told
with the Zoom thing,
Yeah.
but they ready for us to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with it. I'm with that. I'm with
what a reunion that, because Street Vibes was it. Like,
yeah, that shit was
boy,
hard.
that shit was hard, boy. That was a crazy night, boy. That shit went hard.
We gotta go ahead and make us an account on Twitch. When we in the areas like this where we can't really meet each other, we're gonna use Twitch and basically give them the live and raw show. Now the only thing with the live and raw show,
I already know. Damn.
You say one thing, you know, it is over. It is.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we bleep out. So definitely, I mean, that'll also be practice for like conversation etiquette, right? Like knowing how to navigate like the conversations that we need to have. Exactly. But yeah, no, definitely excited for this.
Oh yeah, I definitely, to the fans, I definitely, you know, had a little sailor mouth today. But hey, you can't blame me. I'm passionate. I miss the guys. It's been a while since we out saying. So I'm definitely gonna go ham for season 2, episode 1. Definitely about to give y'all a little taste of the energy for the rest of the season. Just some things, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna bring to you guys. Merry Christmas, happy holidays for sure. Shout out to everybody back home. Shout out to you guys, loved ones.
Hey, we got 2 more slides real quick. So real quick.
Definitely do.
It says, do yourself a favor, get rich. Life is easier with money, not time. Fact. So run up a bag. Master self-discipline and consistency and watch your life change. Another fact. That's just 2 big facts. Like,
do the second one.
Master self-discipline and consistency and watch your life change. Bro, all you gotta do is be disciplined and consistent. All you gotta do is show the up when you gonna say, like, literally, I hate getting up in the morning to go to the gym. But my alarm is set for 5:45 a.m. I don't get out of bed until like 6:15. I hate it. I hate 5:45, but I know if I got my ass up at 5:45, I can be out of the gym at 7, still get a good breakfast, shower, and then be on the way to the office. Even with me doing that at 6:15 now, my mental clock, I'm adjusted to where I can still do all of that. And then, you know, just be walking into the office, logging in. But it's a better feeling when I'm there before everybody else. I'm already logged in. I'm caught up on all of the emails, so I know what we need to do. It's easier for me to navigate the ship that way. And all I got to do is be disciplined and get up at 5:45. My window is 5:45 to 6:15. It's like a 10-15 minute window.
Yeah.
And the amount of progress I've made just in a month's time at work has been astronomical. Like I'm pretty much driving the boat by myself, like at this point. But I can say that with working out too, my body, right? Physical. Like I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there. Discipline. So
that's one thing I'm trying to get back on, boy.
Yeah. So
I don't know that first point. I don't know. I don't like when that I don't know, that analogy is doing something to me. It's like I don't really like when they compare money to time, because it's like,
but if they're saying more money, you have more time.
Not necessarily, because you got to get the money first. Most people spend most of their life you got to think about the average person. We're not talking about celebrities and rappers and actresses and stuff.
Mhm.
That's gonna make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Record deal. We talking about the average Joe. It's gonna take them most of their life. It's gonna take them most of their life to save up that money.
So define rich. So it says
My rich is
define
living.
the things you want to define the things you want to do. Like what? Like name something. Like name the top 5 things you want to do in life that you haven't done yet. Top 5 things you want to do. Like whether that's a travel thing or mainly a travel thing for sure, or build a house.
So I'm in the process of doing those things. Travel wise, just got my my passport is coming. I'll have my passport in January, February. Planning on going overseas. Huh? How much those cost? Like $250.
All right, so that's $250. All right, keep going. $250.
All right, so and it's nothing. So that's already in
process.
Start.
That's a start. We ain't traveled yet. We just got the passport.
Okay, all right, so cool. Be able to own my own properties, right? So I know that the average cost of a house is about $280,000 to about $350,000, right? I know that a down payment is going to be anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So let's say we're at just a smooth. You said 20,000 to 50,000.
Yeah. 15.
Yeah.
15,000.
15 to 20.
15 to 20.
So do it on the high end. Do 20. So 20,000 plus 250. Okay. So $20,250. And you said my 3 or top
5? So where we at right now? I said top 5. Where we at? We at 3?
I'm at 2.
2. All right. So travel wise, what's the first place? Like first place you going? We gotta talk about where we talking about round trip ticket and then the amenities when you get there.
So that's probably like another 2 bands.
Okay. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
The big picture, that's not bad. So because we still at 22,000.
Right. $22,250, right? So let's say, all right, cool. So let's say $50,000 would solve. If you had an extra $50,000, that would solve a good portion of the things that you want to do, right?
That's actually factual because I'm not really impressed by no cars or anything like that.
So car paid for. No car.
I say like basically it ain't even being rich no more. Like when people say rich, they think of flashy.
Right.
You know,
they think of material.
Financially secure, man. Financially secure.
For me,
I look at it just as in building wealth and having money to be able to do things that you want to do, but the things are taking care of itself pretty much. It's no hands on like I got to go hustle to get this. That's like the lifestyle. I would say that's what I'm striving for. Like I ain't got to go hustle to get this. Actually, this is going to take care of itself because I got this in motion in the background and things just constantly going in motion. Now I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm just a person they go to when something very detrimental happens. I'm talking about business wise.
So which part is throwing you off on 11, Quest?
The money and time part?
Oh, okay. Do yourself a favor, get rich. Life gets easier with money, not time.
See, that's what I'm saying. With money, not time.
Make a business.
And, like, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's contradicting itself some way, somehow, and I just can't pinpoint it. Life gets easier with money and not time.
I feel like
because that's like saying money. That's like saying money buys happiness, and it's like most people would be like, but it's a start, but
money buys time, bro. Money affords you the luxury of being able to do the things that you want to do. It saves you money. Literally saves you time. Like the more time.
But that's why I had to say
for money, huh?
But that's why I had to bring it up like I did, bro. We're talking about the average Joe. They're like, that's why I say, how much money does the average Joe want? Like Monte say, they want that flashy lifestyle. The average Joe want at least $1 million. It's gonna take the average Joe their whole life to stack a meal, bro.
Nah. We touch a meal pretty much down on the things that we spend it on. And we accumulate
that's true
on what we have
made.
No,
I ain't spending no meal in no year, bro. I'm not spending $1 million in a year. That's crazy.
No, not a year. I'm not saying like a year. I'm saying
you're talking about throughout your life?
Calculated years.
Yeah.
We've seen that money, but we don't know what to do with it. It's the things how we put our money. I would say
but
make a business.
like some money has to be spent, so you can still budget that.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking
but
about $1
what is it being
million,
spent
bro.
on?
We're talking about $1
No,
million
no, I'm saying,
still.
what is it being spent on? Those are things that you need. I'm saying if
But
you're gonna
that's what I'm
spend your
saying.
on things
That's
that you
still
just
money,
need,
though.
and that's it. No, you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in what do you want. You got to have ownership in
Right.
things.
So that's why I
what's
say
gonna
when you
bring
go
the
into
money.
that business, that's why I say you hit me with the you know what I'm saying, the left swing with the on the business. But guess what, bro? That's more bills. You're gonna put a lot of money into that business before you still touch that bill. Now you're gonna touch that bill a lot quicker because you own a business, but you still got more bills. And that money
but
has to be spent.
you definitely gotta have things, and you're making this money, but the
want your
things that the
assets
bill,
to outweigh your liabilities.
Facts. The assets need to outweigh the liabilities.
You gotta
And
have
that's
that
literally
balance.
it. So that's what it is right there. So your assets outweigh your liabilities, which equals the money and time to do whatever you want to do.
But it takes.
Hey,
But here's the thing,
can
bro.
we
It's gonna
agree
take
on that?
time. It's gonna take time for your
living
assets.
below your means. Living
It's
below
gonna
your
take
means.
time for your assets. Since you own a business now. That's why I say the average Joe. Now the average Joe owning a business. It's still gonna take time for your assets to outweigh your liability because now you got to pay for advertisement. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows what you're selling. You selling some polos? Everybody sell polos. You selling some cologne? Everybody got cologne. What makes you different?
That's why you That's why you can sell your own stuff, but first sell other people's shit.
And
That's what I'm saying.
the market is so saturated. The market is so saturated because there is nothing new under the sun. So it is a lot easier to get into the market of anything. Like you said, like selling cologne, like you can literally go buy wholesale, right, at fucking dealers and then sell it on Amazon at a 3% markup. So this cologne, right, Aqua de Jour, you can say you bought it at $80 and then you go sell it for $280 to an unknowing person. It depends. It depends on like how you said you present your product. So it's possible, but again, it takes time and money. I like you said, I agree with you. Like the wording is definitely tricky there. Life gets easier with money, not time, but you need the time to be able to develop so you can make that money. So it's definitely tough.
Facts. You gotta learn a niche, what you like doing, and you got to capitalize off of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I might capitalize off this, but you never know. It might go in a different way than I'm expecting. That OF, it might come in. Hey, man, start shooting.
Listen,
OF content.
We got two more, and then we got 2 minutes, right? All right, so 13 and 14, I'm gonna try to wrap it up real quick in 30 seconds. For me, it says the family you create is more important than the family you come from. Definitely important, especially with mental awareness, getting that therapy and help that you need to make the life that you want. Don't go broke. Number 14, don't go broke, which is the last one. Don't go broke. Trying to impress people. I feel like that ties in with number 11. Like living below your means, like stop trying to fit in with the Joneses and make it work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Creating your own family is slightly more important than the family you came from. Because that's your legacy. You're your family's legacy. And again, they expect for you to create a legacy of your own. Mm-hmm. Yes, creating your family is like just about like that much. Because that's your family. That's you keeping your family's legacy going on, keeping your wife's or your girlfriend's family's legacy going on. So, it's a good thing for a lot of people. So
link with the right people though. That's all I
with the right people, it's a good thing for the right people. So, you're continuing the legacy of many people in that one instant. So. Yeah, like creating a family, just creating a baby in general, you're putting 2 generations of people together, and that's coming in the form of one person, and both generations live in it. That's extraordinary, bro. Both generations live in this one person.
Yeah, no, that actually is. That's really sick.
Or create a business where
But I thought you might just be like create a business.
Everybody in that business create their own business, but it branched off from your business. So, hey. Okay.
Yeah, man. So again, some good juicy topics. Y'all know how we do. Hope y'all liked it. We'll post a link for this post in the chat or in the description. Thank y'all for staying vibrant and vibing with us. More to come. Season 2,
Appreciate y'all, man.
episode
Merry
1.
Christmas, Happy New Year's, all that good stuff,
All
y'all.
that
You
good
know
shit
it.
coming into the new year. Swinging.
Yeah,
All
fact.
that shit.
I'm trying to get this out before the weekend.
All right, and then I'm gonna try
Also,
to.
probably will get the tape out for the weekend.
It's over.
What did I send this to you on?
Just to show you how we rockin'. We go for that win, call us rockin'. Yeah, and they love how we vibin'. 365, now stay vibrant. Through the struggles and the pain. Stay vibrant. You gon' have some storms and some rain. Now stay vibrant. Now look at everything you overcame. Stay vibrant. Always on the ground and never change.